She was rich, powerful, and beautiful. One night she came to my door with money in her hand. She looked at me and said, "I want your husband." From that moment, my life was never the same. What happened next will shock you. Learn English with this emotional story and see how secrets change everything. Emma sat by the small window of her old house, waiting for her husband Jack to come home. The clock ticked loudly, and the sound made her nervous. She heard footsteps outside, but it was only the neighbor's dog barking. She sighed and wiped her tired hands on her apron. Suddenly, a black car stopped in front of the house. Emma peeked out and saw a tall woman in a bright red dress step out. The woman carried a silver bag and looked around like she owned the street. Emma felt her heart race. Who was this stranger? Why was she walking toward her door? The woman knocked softly but firmly. Emma opened the door and saw her cold smile. "I'm Lisa," she said. Her perfume filled the room, making Emma cough. Lisa's eyes searched the house quickly, like she was checking its worth. She stepped inside without being asked. Emma felt uncomfortable but stayed polite. Lisa placed her silver bag on the table, opened it, and pulled out an envelope. "I know your husband, Jack," she said calmly. Emma froze. She had never seen this woman before. "You know Jack?" she whispered. Lisa nodded. "Yes, and I want him." Emma's hands shook. She tried to laugh, thinking this must be a cruel joke. "What do you mean?" she asked. Lisa leaned closer. "I am rich, Emma, very rich. I can give Jack everything, money, cars, power. You cannot, but you can make it easy. Give him to me." Emma's face turned pale. She felt the floor under her feet move. Lisa pushed the envelope toward her. Inside was a thick bundle of money. Emma gasped. "Take it," Lisa said. "Let him go. He will come to me anyway. Why fight what is already decided?" Emma pushed the envelope away, but Lisa smiled wider. "Think about it," she whispered. "Life is hard. Bills, doctor visits, broken roofs. With this money, you could live better. Why hold him? Men like Jack need women like me." Emma wanted to scream, but she stayed quiet. Just then, Jack entered the house. He froze when he saw Lisa. His face lost all color. "Lisa," he said, shocked. Emma turned to him. "You know her?" she asked. Jack stuttered. "It's complicated." Lisa laughed. "Oh, it's not complicated. He was mine once, and I want him back." Emma stared at Jack, her chest burning. Jack tried to explain, but Lisa raised her hand. "Don't bother Jack. She deserves the truth. Years ago, he was with me. He left me, but not by choice. I never forgot. And now, I'm back. I'm stronger, richer, and I will not lose again." Emma felt dizzy. She dropped a glass, and it shattered on the floor. Lisa bent down, picked up a piece, and smiled cruelly. "Sharp, isn't it? Like love. It cuts deep." Jack pulled Emma close. "She's dangerous," he whispered. "Don't trust her." That night, Emma couldn't sleep. Every sound outside made her jump. She walked to the kitchen for water and found another envelope on the floor. Someone had slipped it under the door. She opened it and found photos. Jack and Lisa together, smiling, holding hands. Emma's heart broke. She ran to Jack, shaking the photos in his face. "Explain this!" she cried. Jack grabbed the photos and tore them. "Old lies," he said. "She wants to break us." But Emma wasn't sure. The photos felt too real. Lisa's shadow was now inside their home. The next morning, Emma walked to the market. People whispered behind her back. Two women giggled and said, "That's Jack's wife. Poor thing." Emma's eyes filled with tears. At the fruit stall, an old man slipped her a note. "Be careful. She is watching you." Emma looked around, but no one was there. Her heart pounded. She rushed home and locked the doors. Later that day, the phone rang. Emma picked up. A soft voice said, "He will leave you, Emma. He belongs with me." Then the call ended. The voice was Lisa's. Jack tried to act normal, but Emma noticed him coming home late. One evening, she followed him quietly. She saw him enter a hotel. Her hands shook, but she went inside. In the lobby, she saw Jack sitting at a table, and across from him was Lisa. They were talking seriously. Emma hid behind a pillar and watched. Jack looked angry while Lisa touched his hand. Emma gasped and dropped her bag. The sound made them turn. Jack jumped up, but Lisa laughed. "See, Emma? Even fate brings us together. He cannot stay away from me." Emma ran out, tears blurring her eyes. Jack chased her outside. "Emma, wait!" he shouted. She pushed him away. "You lied!" she screamed. Jack grabbed her arm. "Listen, she is blackmailing me. She has secrets about my past. If I don't meet her, she will ruin everything." Emma trembled. "What secrets?" Jack looked down. "Before we married, I worked for her father. He was powerful and cruel. I made mistakes, and Lisa knows. She uses them against me." Emma's heart ached, but she also felt fire. She would not let Lisa destroy her family. That night, Emma searched Jack's old boxes in the attic. She found old letters, contracts, and a photo of Jack standing with Lisa's father. On the back it said, "Debt unpaid." Emma shivered. Suddenly she heard footsteps. She turned, but no one was there. A window creaked open. She closed it and returned to the papers. Hidden inside a book was another note. "Leave him, or you will regret it." Emma gasped. Someone had been in her house. Fear crawled up her spine. Was Lisa sending people inside, or was Jack hiding even more? The next day, Emma went to visit her friend Sarah. She told her everything. Sarah listened carefully and said, "Emma, you must fight. Rich people like Lisa think they can buy anyone. Don't let her." Suddenly, Sarah's doorbell rang. Sarah opened it, and there stood Lisa with a box of flowers. She smiled sweetly. "A gift," she said. Her eyes locked on Emma. "Enjoy your time with him, Emma, but soon he will be mine." She placed the flowers on the table. Emma noticed a small card inside. Final warning. Emma decided to gather proof. She borrowed Sarah's camera and followed Lisa. She saw her enter a fancy restaurant. Lisa sat with a lawyer. Emma took photos as Lisa handed him papers. Later, Emma zoomed in on the photos. The papers showed Jack's name. Lisa was trying to take Jack's business. Emma's heart pounded. She rushed to Jack and showed him the photos. Jack buried his face in his hands. "She won't stop," he said. Emma clenched her fists. "Then we won't stop either." She decided to play Lisa's game, but smarter. Days passed. Lisa kept sending money, gifts, even jewelry to Emma's door. Emma returned them all. One night, Emma found Jack sitting alone, drinking. "I don't deserve you," he said. Emma sat beside him. "We will fight this together." Just then the lights went out. Darkness filled the house. Emma grabbed Jack's hand. They heard a noise at the window. A shadow moved. Emma screamed. Jack ran outside but found no one. On the ground was a single red rose. Emma knew it was Lisa's sign. She was not only rich, she was dangerous. Emma went to the police with the photos and notes, but the officer only shrugged. "She has power," he said. "Be careful." On her way home, a car followed her. She walked faster, but the car slowed beside her. The window rolled down. Lisa leaned out. "Emma," she said softly, "you can still take the money. Save yourself pain." Emma's heart pounded. She kept walking. Lisa laughed. "You are brave, but bravery breaks easily." The car sped away, leaving Emma shaking. She knew the fight was just beginning. Emma started writing everything in a diary. Every call, every letter, every shadow. She wanted proof. One evening, while writing, she heard Jack talking on the phone. His voice was low. "No, Lisa, stop this. I will never leave Emma." Emma smiled sadly. At least Jack was trying. Suddenly, she heard glass breaking in the kitchen. She rushed in and found the back door wide open. On the floor was another envelope. Inside was a photo of Emma sleeping. Someone had been inside the house at night. Emma felt trapped in fear. Emma decided to confront Lisa face to face. She dressed simply and went to Lisa's mansion. The guard tried to stop her, but she shouted, "Tell her Emma is here!" Lisa appeared at the balcony, smiling. She invited Emma in. The mansion was filled with gold and glass. Lisa poured wine and said, "You are brave, but bravery won't win. Jack will leave you." Emma looked her in the eyes. "He will never choose you. You cannot buy love." Lisa laughed. "We'll see." As Emma left, she noticed a secret room door slightly open. Curiosity burned. Emma sneaked back later that night with Sarah. They slipped into the mansion's garden and entered through the secret door. Inside, they found files, photos, and contracts. Lisa had blackmailed many people, not just Jack. Sarah snapped photos quickly. Suddenly, footsteps echoed. Lisa entered with 2 guards. Emma and Sarah hid behind curtains. Lisa spoke on the phone. "Soon, Jack's company will be mine. Emma will break. She always does." Emma bit her lip. They waited until Lisa left, then ran out with the proof. Back home, Emma showed Jack the evidence. He was shocked. "She's been ruining lives for years," he said. They decided to go public. Emma gave the files to a journalist Sarah trusted. The next day, headlines exploded. "Rich lady exposed, blackmail and lies." Lisa's name spread across the news. People came forward with their own stories. Lisa's empire shook, but Emma knew Lisa would not give up easily. She braced herself for the storm that would follow. Lisa stormed into Emma's house days later, furious. "You ruined me!" she shouted. Jack stood in front of Emma. "No, Lisa, you ruined yourself." Lisa threw the last envelope on the floor. "This isn't over," she hissed. Then she left. Emma picked up the envelope. Inside was one last photo. Jack and Lisa together years ago, but with a message scrawled across it. "Forever mine." Emma shivered. Lisa might be exposed, but her obsession was far from gone. Emma stood by Jack that night, holding his hand. "She cannot break us," she whispered. Jack kissed her forehead. Outside, the wind howled, and Emma felt fear but also strength. She had fought back and won for now. She knew Lisa might return, but she was ready. She had learned that love was not for sale, no matter how much money one had. The story of Emma and Jack was not only about marriage, it was about courage, trust, and fighting for what truly matters.